Here in this topic, we have something so unique, so special, so proudly South African, that to be honest, it'd be a shame not to explain to you why, in this topic, it is important to show you the magnificence of the building that we have chosen. The Apartheid Museum is by far one of the most important and most iconic pieces that show history of South Africa, as the apartheid era is by far one of the most cruel times to not only black people, but anyone of a different kind of race. In this video, we'll be explaining to you why the apartheid era and the Apartheid Museum is a crucial and important part of learning and South African history.
The Apartheid Museum was set up in order to create a new kind of accepting community in post-apartheid South Africa. It is important to note that there are many museums like the Apartheid Museum that promotes this fair and equal community. Buildings aren't only places where humans go about, but they also have an association attached to them. Like the Apartheid Museum is built like a prison. Grey stone walls, intentionally crude detailing, and exposed bare red brick. The Apartheid Museum also has a lot of ups and downs and twists and turns, which creates a feeling of being controlled. This is to represent the control that the apartheid government had over the people.
Why the Apartheid Museum is especially important for South Africans. It is especially important because it was such a major event that it really helps everybody remember those who fought for freedom. For example, Nelson Mandela, he's one great example, but what about all the others? They got no recognition. This is why the Apartheid Museum is there, so that everybody who fought gets the freedom that they deserve.
The apartheid era was an era filled with struggle for all non-white people. This museum that is especially considered in this area, such as the areas where it's strictly non-white or strictly white, it is very tedious in the fact that it shows you exactly what was legal to a white person and what was legal to someone who was not white. And I believe that it has been set up especially well to show you the cruelty shown towards non-white people in this era.
At times you feel overwhelmed by the screens and the sound and the powerful images they are projecting. The museum leads you through room after room in a zigzag of shapes, some with tall roofs, some with dark and gloomy, some looking through to other images beyond bars or cages that evoke the evil of apartheid. It is important that the setup of the building portrays the gloominess and the atrocities in apartheid, such as using cages or bars.
For this research topic, why would we have chosen the Apartheid Museum among other possible places like the Voortrekker Monument, Klapperkop Fort, or any other of the major places during the apartheid era? Well, you see, we chose one that shows you the struggle for independence, not just relates to it. Areas in the apartheid were really segregated, which I think is really special the way the Apartheid Museum shows it to you. And areas such as the population and land allocation inside there, where it shows you the struggle of the apartheid era, is really unique. There's also areas where it shows you the struggle of men like Stephen Biko or Nelson Mandela, places that are not only unique in this museum, but special in the way they decide to show it to you. They have multiple signs showing you how incorrect it was, and I think it's really unique to be part of the Apartheid Museum.
This is the Union of South Africa's flag. The flag before apartheid and during apartheid. In the middle there is a collection of flags. On the left is the United Kingdom's flag, on the right is the Transvaal's flag, and in the middle is the Orange Free State's flag. This flag is also known as the Oranje Blanje Blou. The blue, the white, and the orange represent the union of the three nations, the United Kingdom, the state of the Orange Free State, and the state of Transvaal that has become one country. Because at that time, even during apartheid, this was still a colony of the United Kingdom.
This is the old flag of South Africa. Now we have a new flag. In the post-apartheid era, this flag represents a fresh start, a country of unity. In this flag, we see the green and the gold, which represent how fertile lands are in both basically fertility and natural resources. We see a black triangle, which represents the people, all together as one. We also see the red, which represents our sunset, and the blue, which represents our beautiful seas. Along with this flag, we also have a new national anthem. And that national anthem that was originally based off a prayer, and it was sung many times during the apartheid era as a cry for freedom and help. My oral source is recorded from a young scholar. It shows us that the youth of South Africa see the Apartheid Museum as a very important museum. They honor it as it shows us where we have come from. It is my source is also a primary source, as the person has been alive, or is alive, during the time that the Apartheid Museum is still standing. It is also very reliable, as I collected it myself.